Welcome to another episode of BrainFeed Lab. Today, we are going to explore some of the funniest and most unusual laws and facts from different countries around the world that you probably didn't know about. Number 10. In Japan, there are more pets than children. There are about 20 million cats and dogs, but only around 17 million children under 16. Japan has one of the oldest populations in the world. Many people are elderly, and they often get pets for company. This is especially true in cities where homes are small. Pets, like cats and small dogs, are great for apartment living and give older adults much-needed company. Japan's birth rate has been going down for years. This is because of money problems, job focus, and lifestyle choices. Many young couples and individuals are choosing to have fewer or no children because of the high cost of living, job pressures, and wanting personal freedom. As a result, fewer children are being born each year. The pet industry in Japan is booming. There are many products and services for pet owners, like pet fashion, grooming, gourmet pet food, and special health care. Pet cafes, where people can enjoy a drink while playing with cats or dogs, are also popular. This shows how important pets have become in Japanese society and how much people are willing to spend on their furry friends. Number 9. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig because they get lonely. This law was introduced in 2008 as part of a broader effort to ensure the welfare of social animals. Guinea pigs are very social creatures and thrive in the company of their own kind. When kept alone, they can become lonely and stressed, which can negatively impact their health and well-being. To prevent this, Swiss law requires that guinea pigs be kept in pairs or groups. The Rent a Guinea Pig service is a unique solution that has emerged in response to this law. It allows pet owners to borrow a guinea pig to keep their pet company while they search for a new permanent companion. This service ensures that no guinea pig has to suffer from loneliness, even temporarily. This law is part of a larger set of regulations aimed at protecting the social needs of various animals. In addition to guinea pigs, other animals benefit from similar protections. Goldfish, for instance, are required to have at least one other fish in their tank to prevent loneliness. Parrots, known for their intelligence and social nature, must have opportunities to interact with other birds. These rules reflect Switzerland's commitment to animal welfare and the understanding that many animals have social needs similar to humans. Number 8. In South Korea, there is a special emergency number, 113, that people can call to report spies. This number was introduced in 2011 by the National Intelligence Service to help protect the country from spying and other security threats. South Korea has had problems with spies for many years because of its important location and advanced technology. Spies from countries like North Korea, China, Russia, and even the United States have been found in South Korea at different times. These spies can cause big problems by stealing secrets, disrupting political events, or recruiting South Korean citizens to work as spies in other countries. To deal with these issues, the NIS created the 113 hotline. This number is available 24/7 and is specifically for reporting suspected spy activities. When someone calls 113, they are connected directly to the NIS, where they can provide details about the person they think is a spy. This might include the person's name, appearance, location, and what they are doing. It's important for people to be careful when using the 113 hotline. They should only call if they have good proof that someone might be a spy. False reports can cause unnecessary problems and waste valuable resources. The 113 hotline is part of a larger system of emergency numbers in South Korea. For example, 112 is the number for the police, and 119 is for fire and medical emergencies. These numbers help ensure that people can quickly get the help they need in different situations. Number 7. In the Netherlands, people are known for being very tall. Dutch men are about 6 feet tall on average, making the population the tallest in the world. This height comes from a mix of genetics, diet, and lifestyle. Studies show that height is mostly influenced by genes, and the Dutch have many genes that make them taller. Another big factor is diet. The Dutch eat a lot of dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt, which are high in calcium and good for bone growth. They also eat a variety of vegetables, fruits, which support overall health and growth. The Netherlands has a great healthcare system that ensures children get proper medical care and nutrition from an early age. Regular health checkups and vaccinations help keep the population healthy. The Dutch lifestyle also promotes physical activity. Many people bike as a way to get around, and they engage in sports and outdoor activities which help with physical development. The Netherlands has a high standard of living, education, and nutrition. These factors create an environment where children can grow and develop well. The Dutch culture values health and well-being, encouraging healthy habits from a young age. Number 6. In Norway, knitting is more than just a hobby. It's a beloved tradition and even a competitive sport. The love for knitting is strong in Norwegian culture, with a history going back to the 16th century. Over time, knitting has changed from a necessary skill for making warm clothes to a popular pastime and a competitive activity. Knitting became common in Norway in the 1600s. At first, it was a practical skill used to make warm clothes for the cold winters. Both men and women knitted, but it was especially common among women. They would knit detailed patterns into sweaters, mittens, and other clothing items. These patterns often had cultural meanings and were passed down through generations. Today, knitting is still very popular in Norway. It's common to see people knitting in places like cafes, work meetings, and even university lectures. Knitting groups often meet in public places to knit together, share patterns, and enjoy each other's company. This social aspect of knitting helps keep the tradition alive and thriving. Knitting competitions are a unique part of Norwegian culture. These events can range from local contests to national championships. Participants compete in different categories, such as speed knitting, where the goal is to finish a project as quickly as possible, and creative knitting, where the focus is on the complexity and beauty of the design. These competitions celebrate the skill and creativity of knitters and show how important knitting is in Norwegian society. Knitting is deeply rooted in Norwegian culture. Knitting also helps promote well-being and community. It provides a sense of accomplishment and relaxation, helping people unwind and de-stress. The social aspect of knitting groups fosters a sense of belonging and community, bringing people together through a shared love of the craft. Number 5. In Singapore, the sale of chewing gum has been banned since 1992. The government introduced this law to solve problems caused by chewing gum litter. Before the ban, used chewing gum was often found stuck in public places like sidewalks, mailboxes, and even on the sensors of subway doors. This caused maintenance problems and increased cleaning costs. For example, gum stuck on the doors of the mass rapid transit trains could prevent the doors from closing properly, causing delays and disruptions. The ban was enacted under the Control of Manufacture Act. It made it illegal to import and sell chewing gum in Singapore, with some exceptions for therapeutic, dental, and nicotine gum, which can be bought from a doctor or registered pharmacist. It is not illegal to chew gum, but it is against the law to import it or sell it without proper authorization. When the ban was first introduced, it caused a lot of controversy. Some people even traveled to neighboring Malaysia to buy chewing gum. However, over time, the public adapted to the new regulations. Since 2004, there have been exceptions for certain types of gum, such as those used for medical purposes. Travelers are allowed to bring a small amount of chewing gum for personal use. Number 4. In Denmark, there's a fun and unique tradition for people who turn 25 and are still unmarried. On their 25th birthday, friends and family cover them in cinnamon. This tradition is called peppersvin for men and pibbermo for women, which means pepper dudes and pepper maidens. The tradition started hundreds of years ago with spice salesmen who traveled a lot and often stayed single. These men were called peppersvins. Because they were always on the move, they didn't settle down and get married. Over time, this turned into the practice of throwing cinnamon on unmarried 25-year-olds. On the big day, friends and family don't hold back. They cover the birthday person from head to toe in cinnamon, sometimes even splashing them with water first to make sure the cinnamon sticks better. It's all in good fun and meant to be a playful prank, not a punishment. If someone is still unmarried by their 30th birthday, the tradition gets a bit more intense. Instead of cinnamon, they get pepper thrown at them. Sometimes eggs are added to the mix to make it stick even more. Despite how it might seem, this tradition isn't about judging people for being single. In fact, the average age for getting married in Denmark is around 34 for men and 32 for women. The cinnamon and pepper throwing is more about having fun and celebrating a milestone birthday with a bit of humor. Number 3. In Russia, there is a vodka museum. This is a fascinating place all about the history and culture of vodka. It is located in St. Petersburg, Russia, at 4 Konogvardsky Boulevard, near St. Isaac Square. The Russian Vodka Museum was the first museum in Russia and the world dedicated only to vodka. It reopened in a new location in 2008. The museum aims to give a full look at the history of vodka, which has been an important part of Russian life for centuries. The museum has many exhibits that show the origins of vodka, how it is made, and its role in Russian culture and traditions. Visitors can learn about different types of vodka, famous vodka brands, and the historical figures linked to vodka production. The museum also has wax models and unique vodka bottles. One of the best parts of visiting the museum is the chance to join vodka tastings. Guided tours often include a tasting session where visitors can try different types of vodka and learn the proper way to drink it. This makes the museum visit interactive and fun. The museum not only focuses on the drink itself, but also looks at the cultural and social aspects of vodka in Russia. It explores Russian dining traditions, the role of vodka in celebrations, and its impact on Russian society over the years. Number 2. South Africa is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world, with 11 official languages. The languages that they use are Afrikaans, English, Ndebele, Northern Sotho, Swazi, Sangha, Tswana, Venda, Xhosa, Zulu. Each language represents a different cultural group in South Africa. This diversity reflects the country's rich cultural heritage and history. For example, Zulu and Xhosa are part of the Nguni language group, spoken by many people. While all 11 languages are officially recognized, their usage varies by region. Zulu is the most widely spoken first language, followed by Xhosa and Afrikaans. English, although not the most spoken first language, is commonly used in government, business, and media. In schools, children often learn in their home language during the early years, with English introduced as a second language. This multilingual approach helps preserve various languages and cultures. South African media, including TV and radio, also broadcasts in multiple languages to cater to the diverse population. In 2023, South African Sign Language was recognized as an official language, showing the country's commitment to inclusivity and accessibility for all its citizens. The recognition of multiple languages is a key part of South Africa's post-apartheid constitution, which aims to promote equality and respect for all cultural groups. This multilingual policy helps foster national unity while celebrating diversity. Number 1. In Sankajärvi, Finland, there is a wife-carrying world championship. It's a unique and fun event held every year. The tradition of wife carrying goes back to the 19th century and is linked to a local legend about a bandit named Herkko Rosvoronkainen. According to the story, Herkko and his gang would test new recruits by making them carry heavy sacks, and sometimes even women, through a tough obstacle course. The modern wife-carrying world championship started in 1992. In this event, men race while carrying a female teammate, usually their wife, through a 832-foot obstacle course. The course includes challenges like sand, water, and hurdles. There are specific rules for the competition. The wife must weigh at least 49 kilograms. If she is lighter, she must carry extra weight to meet the requirement. The most popular carrying technique is the Estonian carry, where the wife hangs upside down on the husband's back, with her legs wrapped around his shoulders and her arms around his waist. The winning couple receives the wife's weight in beer. Besides the beer, winners often get other prizes like medals, trophies, and sometimes even cash rewards. The wife-carrying world championship is not just about the race. It's a celebration of fun, teamwork, and Finnish culture. It has become a popular event, attracting large crowds and media attention every year. The event has inspired similar competitions in other countries, but the original championship in Sankajarvi remains the most prestigious and well-known. Let us know in the comments the funniest tradition or law you've ever heard of. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos and share with everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.